Alrighty, everyone. I apologize if this is sloppy. They definitely will get a lot better. I am so excited that I actually figured it out. So here we go again. So with that being said, continuing on, we have our reference triangle. So we're in summary. Remember that the two sides that are not the hypotenuse are the same, and we're just going to call them x, just x, so we know that they are an unknown value, and the questions that we are going to be practicing are going to say solve for the unknown sides. And then whatever the hypotenuse is, that measure is going to be whatever x is times the square root of 2. Again, these make sense through examples, so we are going to do an example. So I did number 1 in the video before this. If you have not found it, it should be on this channel, and I also sent it on Remind. If you are not on my Remind, I definitely would get that. You can message me on Teams or email me if you're not on the Remind, or ask a friend in the class. But regardless, we can work through that. Anywho, and so we are going to start with number 2 here. And first things first, let's label our sides. So here's my hypotenuse. Remember, your hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. And so that must mean that this side is a leg over here, and this side is I did it again, sorry. And that other side is going to be a leg. Let me get this right back where we were. Okay, so this side is going to be a leg. All right, and then remember, based on my reference triangle up here, the two legs we can call x, and then whatever the hypotenuse is, we're going to call x times the square root of 2. So I have my two legs are equal to x. That's just how it works. Whoa, x. And then whatever my hypotenuse is equal to x times the square root of 2. So I give you, here I have given you the hypotenuse. And we need to think about what we're given. We are given that the hypotenuse is equal to 3 times the square root of 2. But based on my reference triangle, my rules, the reference triangle is equal to x times the square root of 2. Okay, then if I'm looking at this carefully, I need to figure out what x is equal to. So I have x times the square root of 2 is equal to 3 times the square root of 2. When you have a square root of the same number on the two different sides of the equal sign, so here is one side of the equals, here's the other side of the equal sign, you can cancel them out. So we can cancel out that root 2, and we can cancel out that root 2 because they are the same. They are the same thing. So in order to make this true, I know then that x is going to have to equal 3. So my leg over here is 3, and my other leg over here is 3. And so my missing sides were 3 and 3. Another way that you can think about that is let me erase that part and that part. Another way we can think about this is when we have this part right here. So we know that my hypotenuse is given to me. I gave you that the hypotenuse is equal to 3 root 2. But the reference triangle tells you that that has to also equal x times the square root of 2. So here's how I got this. That's how I got that. And then, excuse me, sorry. So we're here. This is how I got to this point. And now I know that I need to get x by itself. I want to solve for what x is. So in order to get x by itself, I need to get rid of this square root here. So I can divide by the square root of 2 and then divide by the square root of 2. And then I know, though, that I have square root of 2's on the same side, so I can cancel those out as well. And then so 3 is equal to x.